Well, let's get to your top story, and that is Sharad Pawar, who's going to be holding a key meeting here in the national capital today, while old posters with the United NCP have been removed. Instead, a Gaddar poster has been put up at the NCP Delhi office. Now, this is after two mega meets by the NCP's Sharad Pawar and rebel Ajit Pawar. Ajit Pawar's camp has approached the EC, claiming that they have the backing of majority as far as the party's MLAs are concerned. Maharashtra's Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar, with the backing of 40 MLAs, MLCs and MPs, has staked a claim for the NCP's name as well as its symbol. All the MLAs are part of the Ajit Pawar faction are being kept at a Mumbai hotel. Now, sources in the Election Commission have gone on to say that according to the rebels' letter, they had named Ajit Pawar as the party president on the 30th of June, days before his shock move of crossing over to the ruling alliance. And Chief Minister Eknath Shinde met his party MLAs and MPs in a meeting that lasted over 4 hours, and there were discussions regarding the Ajit Pawar faction. In fact, there were deliberations on the portfolios that we needed to be allocated or reassigned and the strategy on how to return to voters. They also discussed the objection that was being raised in connection to the alliance, pointing out that Sena founder Bal Thackeray would never have associated with the NCP. But after that meet, Shiv Sena has given out this message that all is well, and this message of unity that all three leaders will work together and that there is no division.
की काही लोकांचं वय झालंय, त्याच्यामुळे त्यांनी फक्त आशीर्वाद द्यावे. का बरं आशीर्वाद द्यावे? रतन टाटा साहेबांपेक्षा 3 वर्षांनी मोठे आहेत. आजही टाटा ग्रुप पोटतिडकीनी लढतात आणि सगळ्यात मोठा कुठला ग्रुप आहे आज देशात? टाटा ग्रुप आहे. सिरम इन्स्टिट्यूट घेतलं का नाही इंजेक्शन? सायरस पुनावालाचं वय काय? 84. अमिताभ बच्चन किती वय? 82. वॉरेन बफेट, अरे सबसे देखो तो फारूक अब्दुल्ला. अंकल ऐसे ऐसे हो रहा है. अरे लड़ ले, मैं तो शरद से 3 साल बड़ा हूं, मैं लड़ रहा हूं, शरद को बोल मेरे तरह तू भी लड़ ले. अरे एज इज अ नंबर, जिद्द पाहिजे.
परंतु मित्रांनो, काळ आता जर वय जास्त झालं, 82 झालं, 83 झालं, तुम्ही कधी थांबणार आहात का नाही? तुम्ही आशीर्वाद द्या ना. त्याच्या संदर्भामध्ये आम्हाला वाटतं तुम्ही शतायुष्य व्हावं.
आज काही लोकांनी भाषण की माझ्याबद्दल काय बोलले, पण बोलताना एक सतत सांगत होते की आमचे गुरु आहेत. तुम्ही आज जर आमच्या काही मित्रांचा एक वेगळं काही बैठक झाली, मेळावा झाला, त्या सगळ्याच्या पाठीमागचे फोटो बघितले. त्या फोटोत सगळ्यात मोठा फोटो होता माझा. आज मुंबईमध्ये सुद्धा अनेक ठिकाणी फोटो लावली, त्याचा फोटो माझा. त्यांना माहिती आहे की आपलं नाणं चालणार नाही, त्यामुळे जे नाणं चालेल ते चालणारं नाणं घेतलं पाहिजे. कारण त्यांचं नाणं खरं नाही आहे, खंड त्यांना वाजत नाही आहे, हे नाही लोक ओळखतील. त्यामुळे नको की साधन लावून टाकायच्या ठिकाणी फोटो दाखवा खरं.
We have my colleagues Sohit and Sunil joining us to get us more on this. First, let me go across to Sohit. Sohit, all posters with the United NCP have been removed. Instead, Gaddar posters have been put up at the NCP Delhi office. Also, take us through why are the Ajit Pawar faction leaders being kept at a hotel where they have already signed the affidavits which has been sent to the ECI?
Yes, the Gaddar posters that have been kept is similar to what we saw in Maharashtra when Shiv Sena when the leaders rebelled from Shiv Sena party. That was the first time when the Gaddar word was used, and now similar words are again being used against Ajit Pawar and those who have rebelled against him, against Sharad Pawar. Now remember that this has been something that has struck with the masses in Maharashtra. In fact, Eknath Shinde and his leaders had to work a lot to ensure that people forget this word. But this is something that Uddhav Thackeray has been using again and again. And that's why what is being done right now is that posters are being used, and through this an image and a perception is being tried to create that whatever has been done, it is what traitors do against their own party, and that's why this word Gaddar has been used. And this will continue for quite some time as well. And in fact, what I am hearing right now is that NCP chief Sharad Pawar is reaching Delhi. And this is happening because Sharad Pawar has called a meeting in Delhi today. He will also be meeting the legal experts there, and he has reached over there. Remember that he was in Mumbai yesterday, where he delivered that speech which we played for our viewers right now, where he said that they know that they can't go ahead without my name, and that's why they are using my name. On the other hand, what has also happened is that Ajit Pawar is trying to claim that he has a lot of MLAs with him. But what we saw is that MLAs as well as an MP who was present with him at the oath-taking ceremony later joined Sharad Pawar faction. And that is also one of the reasons why these MLAs have been kept in the hotel. But the question is for how long? And what is it that Ajit Pawar is going to say to them? Because Sharad Pawar has already started and announced that he'll be touring across Maharashtra. In fact, today he's in Delhi. Tomorrow he'll be back in Mumbai and going to several other places from Nashik, Pune to other places as well. So what happens over there will be very important to see. Remember, there are two battles that are being fought. One is the legal battle which will be fought in the Supreme Court and at the same time the Election Commission of India and in front of Maharashtra Speaker. But there is another battle which is the perception battle, and that is what now Sharad Pawar is focusing on. And that's why he'll be starting his entire tour of Maharashtra, where he'll be reaching out, because even he knows that if a 83-year-old cancer survivor has to fight at this time for saving his own party, the people will understand what he is doing. They have understood him in 2019 as well, and that is what he is hoping for. And what yesterday Ajit Pawar said about Sharad Pawar retiring is not something which has gone well among the workers, and that's why we are seeing Chhagan Bhujbal and others speaking today, and this is just a way of damage controlling on what has been said by Ajit Pawar yesterday. Because on 3rd of July, when we asked him who is the national president of NCP, he said, have you forgotten? Sharad Pawar is the national president. And later what we know is that he on 30th of June itself said that he is replacing Sharad Pawar as the national president. So a lot of confusion among the workers, among the leaders as well. And that's why the coming few days are going to be very critical for both the faction, be it the legal fight or be it the fight of the perception. And strategies for the same are being made. In fact, Sharad Pawar has reached Delhi, where he will be planning his next move ahead.
Right, Sohit, also take us through those objections that were raised yesterday as far as the Sena meeting is concerned, pointing out that Sena founder Bal Thackeray would never have associated with the NCP.
Well, yes, this is what some of the sources have told our reporters. What we know is the biggest issue which Shiv Sena MLAs have is that when they formed the government, the cabinet would be divided between two parties. It was the BJP as well as the Shiv Sena, which means many of the MLAs who joined Eknath Shinde faction were of the opinion that they will be getting a ministry. Now that NCP has come into this picture, now this entire ministry will be divided between three parties. Already each party has 9 ministry with them. So 9 is with BJP, 9 is with NCP and 9 is with Shiv Sena. The maximum number of ministry that you can have is 43. So now they have just 16 left and a lot of contenders for this 16 ministry portfolios. And that's why, since they have been talking that what would happen about their future, a meeting was called yesterday where they discussed about all these issues. And once again, Eknath Shinde tried to calm them down and say that, okay, we are here, look at the bigger picture, look at the future, how we will be getting more seats. So this is what has happened. But yes, there are few who are not happy with what is happening. It is not because what I have understood, not because of what Balasaheb Thackeray would have done or not. It is because of the ministry portfolio which they might not get because of what has happened now. And this is something that is brewing not only in the Shiv Sena camp but also in the BJP camp. Because remember, BJP has 105 MLAs and still they have only 9 ministry posts with them. Shiv Sena has 40, they are in MLAs plus 10 independent, which is 50 MLAs, and they have 9. We don't know how many MLAs Ajit Pawar has, and even still he has 9 portfolios with him. So there is unrest in both Shiv Sena as well as in the BJP. So while a meeting was called by Shiv Sena yesterday, a meeting by BJP has been called for tomorrow at 7 PM and it will happen in Mumbai, where they will also try to keep a control over their MLAs.
Right. Thank you so much, Sohit, for joining us with all those details. Let's go across to Sunil now. Sunil, lagging in the number game, Sharad Pawar has called for this meeting in the national capital. Who all will be attending that meeting? Who all is he going to be meeting? What's really on the agenda as far as that meeting is concerned?
Well, this is the National Executive and the Working Committee of the NCP. And it's in that backdrop that we will definitely see some expulsions that will take place formally. And as Sohit was pointing out, and what we have seen in the last few days, it's really a battle of who is in control of the party. Mr. Sharad Pawar, as Mr. Ajit Pawar, as well as Mr. Praful Patel, have publicly made statements as late as 3rd of July, even though on the 30th of June they have already replaced Mr. Sharad Pawar, but they have contradicted themselves in terms of with their public statements, saying that the national president and the guru remain Sharad Pawar, and which Mr. Sharad Pawar himself continues to point out, saying that they're exploiting my photograph, my name. Without that, this faction is nothing else. It's really nothing without them. It's in that backdrop now that this battle will have to be decided, for example, by the Election Commission, because they will have to decide on the whether there are with these two counter factions claiming control of the party. How do they decide on that? In the same backdrop, this will also have to be determined by the Speaker, which is the legitimate political party. In the light of the Supreme Court judgment, these are all issues that have to be taken. In that backdrop, at Mr. Sharad Pawar's residence, you can see, the posters being put up and clearly big, loud ones saying Gardar. In fact, even the NDMC had to bring down some of them because they were not very happy with the fact that these posters have been put right around New Delhi as they approach Mr. Sharad Pawar's residence. It's in this backdrop we'll have to wait and watch and see how things play out. But Mr. Sharad Pawar has some key meetings today to really meet his party executive, as well as, of course, legal experts and others to see what is the next course of action to be taken as he goes ahead and towards Maharashtra from tomorrow in what is going to be a battle for claiming his own political space at his last years.